mattresses. Pick up an Inquirer sometime, you learn something.
Oh, I am exhausted. I have spent this entire day bed shopping.
Have you no shame? Bed hopping nowadays is sexually irresponsible.
Not bed hopping, Ma, bed shopping.
Yeah, Rob, please. Call me Ma.
Ma?
Not you.
Popcorn, Ma?
Oh, no, it gets caught in my teeth.
I tell you what, I'll floss them while you nap.
You're a good kid.
Oh, how they get over the slightest little thing.
And?
And Dr. Worrywart wants me to check into the hospital for more tests.
Dorothy, have you been fooling around with my Tip O'Neill calendar?
No, Ma, I haven't.
Come on! I'm missing March. It's the month where he's playing volleyball with Jesse Helm.
Here. Where will we live?
Oh, don't worry, we'll live.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
It's so hard to find a place to live.
Well, you can just stay right here.
Well, that's settled.
Oh, Rose. How can we stay here with Blanche and Harry?
Well, she just
Well, you
said-
certainly can until you find...
Rising campaign. Buy Italian war bonds, the quickest, surest, fascist way to double your money. Well, let's go.
Ma, you want to make a good impression? Matching shoes.
They should match my purse.
No, they should match each other.
Self-portrait, so interesting.
You're here.
Yes.
Gee, out of 3 noses, why did you keep the biggest?
All the galleries make the same mistake. They've hung it upside down.
Oh, then those aren't noses. Sure, we can have some lemon chicken and smoked ham. It's all prepared.
Well, let's just start with appetizers.
That's fine.
Yeah, how about smoked oysters?
Oh, good.
Oh, you'll never guess what I found.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Pepperoni.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell Mom.
Because I'm good with names?
Rose, try again. She's in bed 6-8. Now hurry.
Come on.
Okay, let's fill this out. Please. And you are?
Sophia Hawkins.
Left me? Well, Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
Got my fish. Fish don't reject you, and fish don't judge you, and fish... You gotta feed fish.
Jimmy, you deserve more.
Yeah, well, I thought I found it, but you dumped me. Boy, I'll bet you've broken hundreds of hearts in your day, huh?
Forward to our times together.
You truly are a considerate, compassionate, understanding woman. A lovely woman. Delicate, innocent, enchanting.
Now, I know it's a big responsibility to take care of one, but I bought a boxer.
You spent $3,000 for a dog.
He's no dog, he's a winner. Come on in, Pepe.
Wait a minute, Ma, you bought a prize fighter?
It's a once-in-a-life. Children made all the right choices. My son was a cross-dresser, my daughter was unmarried and pregnant. Hell, I was the Rose Kennedy of Brooklyn.
Glorious, glorious. Jeffrey is a dream. It was even worth the guilt I felt over sticking Blanche with Stan. Incidentally, is she still speaking to me?
She's not home yet.
Poor Blanche. When Stan is depressed, he is the second most boring man in the world.
Who's the first?
Stan when he's not depressed.
Rose, you know you like dancing.
I like square dancing.
This is just like square dancing.
All right, count me in.
Oh, great. Just one thing. When you do-si-do, your legs are wrapped around your partner's neck. Why am I explaining this to anybody?
Who's Lenny? Tall, red hair, loves tuna on whole wheat.
Let me ask you a better question. Why do we have his IOU for $2?
Well, he didn't have anything small.
Now, isn't somebody going to say something? Ma? Angela? Fine, I'll wait.
You know what I think?
That reindeer really know how to fly?
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
How can you blame him? The man looked at the three of you naked for a...
Couldn't bear the thought of spending even one day out of the rest of his life without me right there. And then he said, Blanche, would you be my wife? And after I stopped crying, I said yes.
Blanche, you're right. Love is...
Fault. We behaved like a bunch of teenage groupies.
The first good-looking, sexy, debonair, charming man that rolls into town. We got on him quicker than mustard on a tie at a county fair.
No, it's hard to stay mad at the guy. Thank you, Ma. That's very sweet.
Give me $20.
No.
Rose, did I say mother needs a child? I meant roommate. Give me $20.
What for?
Seoul, Korea, 1988, the Olympics. I'd like to be there competing for the USA. Contribute now, and I'll make sure you get a...
Oh, Gina Lola Brigida.
This is my surprise?
Yes. So happy birthday, Ma.
Happy birthday? You call this old bag a present?
You brought me all the way from Sicily to be insulted?
I hate that woman!
Sophia, this is serious, honey. According to this book, if Rose doesn't confront Dr. Norgan, she could take her hostilities out on us.
Tunnels. He loved to drive through tunnels.
Cheesecake, good idea. Now we can be old and fat.
Because they don't add a swimsuit competition.
Doesn't she have the most adorable little sneeze?
They aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, you know, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't she?
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it.
Hi, Ernie.
Oh, Rose, I'm really sorry. I'm on my way to the office. There's been a small emergency. Do you mind if we postpone our date?
Well, I was going to ask you
Now, look,
if you...
I'd like to make this up to you. I've been thinking, how about we go away this weekend? I know it's sudden, but...
How you feel?
You gave us quite a scare.
Doctor, is she going to be all right?
She'll be fine. It was just an esophageal spasm,
A what?
a constriction of the food pipe. It can be very painful and frightening, but it's not at all serious.
Oh, thank God.
She just needs to take it easy for a few days, and she'll be as good as new. Rose, I want you to relax here for a few more minutes.
She'll be thrilled to see you, too. Yeah, she's standing right here. Hold on.
Dorothy, you were magnificent.
Oh, you certainly were. How did you do it?
I just kept telling myself that once he was here, he'd be close enough to kill.
See how Blanche is doing on the phones. Blanche?
Oh, nothing here, Rose. Back to you.
Oh, wait, I have a bulletin. The intensity of Hurricane Gil has increased dramatically. Several boats at the marina have been beached or capsized. Oh, and here's an item of particular...
Ridiculous. The curse works, believe me. I've used it before.
When?
Baltimore Colts, New York Jets, 1969. Draw your own conclusions.
mad at me? You said, why, no, darling. This is the best Mother's Day I've ever had. Don't you remember that, Mama? Well, I thought that happened to Virginia. Wasn't Virginia the slut?
It's nice to match the name up with a face.
Father, won't you sit down? And would you like something to drink?
Tea would be lovely if it's no trouble.
No, not at all. I already had some boiling water on account of this cyst on my bum.
Dorothy, as you're already...
Start a fire with rocks, distill seawater into drinking water. Now, if you want to get out of this alive, I suggest you listen to me. Do I hear any objections? I didn't think so. Dorothy, Blanche, start breaking up the boat. We need wood for a fire. And you three, head up north, up that ridge. Based on those rock formations, there's a good chance of... Oh,
Excuse me. Are you waiting for the bus to Northern Falls?
no, St. Olaf.
I've visited there. Lovely little town.
Oh, yes, it is.
Rolling hill.
Hear more about this mix-up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Night.
Did you hear that? So happy.
Now I have to go to the bathroom again. You know, when I get nervous, I have to go all the time. That's why I'm getting married here at the house. Public bathrooms are so difficult for me. I wash my hands so thoroughly, and then I find it so hard to get out.
Yeah. You know, it's really been interesting. I got hit, did chores, learned all about handicapped animals. All in all, it hasn't been half bad. And if it's all right with you, I wouldn't mind living here full time.
Kiss me, you poet.
Oh, they are so cute together.
Oh, I know, isn't it romantic?
No, it isn't. It's ridiculous. Ma, this is the biggest mistake you have ever made in your life.
Fine. Don't come to the wedding. Who wants you? But just remember one...
Aren't you, Mr. Weinstein?
Since 1967.
Let's go.
Sophia, Esther would have appreciated you being here.
I love that woman. She was the best, which is why she deserved a better husband instead of a miserable, no-good, low-life sleazeball.
Oh, I can't believe it. It was only yesterday you were selling us cookies.
Now she's giving them away.
Mary, honey, have you told your father?
Well, I tried, but since Mom died, I don't know. We're just on different wavelengths.
Well, honey, what about the baby's father? I mean, after all, it's his responsibility, too.
Blanche, if you've come here to apologize, I accept.
Just like that?
Yes. I mean, for me, just the fact that you thought of those words is plenty, considering what a selfish, conceited person you are.
But I had a whole speech planned, Rose.
Wanted to.
You mean she has the energy, just not the desire?
Exactly. You know, her mother lived to be 94 and was active right up until the very end. I remember when Grandma was in a wheelchair, she was on the go from morning till night. But she always had time to talk to her grandchildren. Gee, if I close my eyes, I can... Did you hear that? So happy.
Now I have to go to the bathroom again. You know, when I get nervous, I have to go all the time. That's why I'm getting married here at the house. Public bathrooms are so difficult for me. I wash my hands so thoroughly, and then I find it so hard to get out.
I've been out looking for an apartment. The doctor says I can get my own place.
Oh.
But who can afford 3 bedrooms? Can I go upstairs and see the dog?
Sure, go ahead.
Renee, we don't have a dog.
If he thinks we have a dog, who am I to stop him?
Why, no.
Oh, girls, I just had the most disturbing dream.
Oh, what was it?
Well, I was stranded on a desert island with Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, and Steve Gutenberg. had 3 men and no baby. They kept passing me around and kissing me and powdering.
But I got a right to sing the blues. I lost my Teddy.
I understand, Rose, which, if I thought about it, says something deeply disturbing about me. I've got a right to sing the blues?
Dorothy, I hope you didn't fix breakfast for me. I'm not eating.
Oh, Dorothy, I got a ball. I got a ball. We won. We won. I won. You lost, and I won.
I lost the bet, Dorothy. That means I'm going.
You go, honey, and with my blessing. Sure.
Yes, may I come in?
Oh, please, come right in. May I take your height? A hat!
Thank you. You must be Dorothy. Rose has told me all about you.
I wish I could say the same.
Yeah, we were wealthy. Most people didn't have a bridge to live under.
Well, isn't that a shame? We won't be able to go.
Why not? You 3 have a pressing engagement with a cheesecake? There's money involved here.
You know what, girls? She's right. Now, we could catch the red eye. We could be in hot.
Oh, Rose and I used to date one another back home. Oh, we had some pretty wild times, didn't we, Rose?
Oh, did we ever?
Listen, why don't I go get things settled in my hotel, then I'll come pick you up and we'll go to dinner. Oh, we got a lot of catching up to do.
Do. Blanche, I thought you were in bed.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. It must be from living with old people. I've been going through my diaries. Just listen to this. March 3rd, 1967.
Travel agent.
No, you don't understand. The last time we went to Acapulco, we got married.
So, the last time I went to Coney Island, I got pregnant. What's your point?
He made reservations at the same hotel. He's wearing my most expensive aftershave. Don't you see? He's gonna pop the question.
I think you're being ridiculous. You're just jumping to unhappy just because it paid well.
Yes, and I would encourage you to moonlight.
I quit because I wasn't reaching the students. I wasn't getting through. I'm going back to high school.
Look at this remote control. Feel the heft. Feel the power.
But we thought the second show doesn't start until 9.
It doesn't, but after the first show, the management canceled his booking.
Oh, I was afraid that would happen. Do you know where he went?
I guess he's backstage somewhere.
You go on, honey. Talk to him. We'll wait right here.
Thank you. Hot damn! It's happened. It's finally happened. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I take it we now get the Disney Channel?
Even better. You are looking at the winner of this year's Volunteer Vanguard Award.
Oh, Rose, honey, what are you talking about?
Now, I've known some real disappointment, too, believe me.
Rose, you're not going to tell us that story about the exploding pig again, are you?
I never told you a story about an exploding pig, Dorothy. It was a peg-legged pig. Our possum was the one that exploded.
Dorothy, when you go to work today, be proud. You're a Petrillo, which in Italian means, hey, I'm on a break here.
I'm ready.
Where are you going with that thing?
He's not dead. But he'll wish he was when those two barge in on him.
Who is he?
His name is Al.
No, I mean, what's he do?
He imports diamonds.
Oh, damn, I hope he's not dead.
He bought the farm.
What farm?
Well, good for you. Dorothy. What the hell are you doing with this loser?
Oh, he's not a loser.
He's a wonderful and gifted musician. I know this sounds odd, but when he was on stage, our eyes met, and it was, well, it...
You? Come on, that does it. Come on, out. Come on, come on, out. Move it, out, right now. Oh, come on, now this isn't fair. Come on, now. I'm going to do it. He looked more like he was going to wink, but then he slanted his head just slightly to the left.
Oh, I know that slant.
You know every slant. So why don't you let my daughter finish her one kissing story of the year?
Thank you, Ma.
He says that you and Michael spend so much time arguing that you don't have time for him. Don't you take that tone with me, Missy. Yes, I realize you're his mother. Well, no, I don't suppose I can stop you if you insist on coming and getting him. But you let me tell you this. If you and
Ma, I'll go tell the nurse you're here.
That's a lovely chair.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'd give anything for an electric wheelchair.
Boy, it wasn't easy getting you in here. Stan took your head, Gloria took your legs. I haven't heard such heavy breathing since before you passed out.
Ma, please.
Oh, come on. When I said that to Stan, he laughed so hard he dropped you.
Oh, you sound happy about this.
That man in your suitcase?
Right. Picture it. New York City, 1956. I was a young widow returning to Sicily. There I was on the boat alone, watching Lady Liberty grow smaller in the distance, when suddenly I heard a voice from the vicinity of my knees.
Go ahead, it might relax you.
Oh. Didn't make me relax. Just makes me want to burp. Probably burp and the pressure in the cabin will change and we'll... Well, I guess it's my shift.
It's okay, Dorothy. I think she's finally asleep.
Oh, thank God. I am exhausted. Haven't been this tired since my wedding night. What's wrong with you? You made me feel crazy, like I had made it all up. You dismissed me. You made me feel like a child, a fool, a neurotic who was wasting your precious time. Is that your caring profession? Is that healing?
Did I say something embarrassing?
No, Rose, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I've got to tell her tonight. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, I still haven't told Blanche.
My first appointment's here, right on time. I've been out there watching him. He's been looking at the car and smiling. I feel just like a fisherman with a new lure.
We interrupt this dream for a special news report.
I know. It's better with your brother. Well, it can't get any worse. Alfonso, you're on.
Well, it looks like I'm in the show after all.
This month, he couldn't set the handbrake on my wheelchair.
Grandma, that was just a coincidence.
Please, all 3 times was at the top of the stairs to the Flatbush subway station.
Mama, if Salvador hates you, why does he want you to come here and live with us?
What?
Salvador and I would like you to move in with us.
Forget it. I am not moving in.
What?
However, the producers of the show were kind enough to send over the clothes that he was planning to wear here tonight.
Before she announces the winner, I
don't smell anything.
Are you wearing something?
A little Bengay on my knees. A little Vicks on my chest. A little deep heat on my neck.
What are you trying to do, pickle yourself?
And then I want to lie in state and then be buried in Arlington Cemetery.
Why Arlington Cemetery?
Because it's full of men.
But they're all dead.
So are the men I date.
And I'm sorry I never tried acting. I always wanted to act.
Coffee's ready.
Be alive.
My God, I've got goosebumps. Mel will be here any minute.
Honey, why are you so jumpy? You've been out with Mel 1,000 times.
I know, but now there's more at stake. Everything's changed. It's all new and exciting. In many ways, I feel just the way
I just found out I'm the most boring person alive.
Did something happen to Regis Philbin?
No. I was listing my accomplishments for the St. Olaf Woman of the Year, and it wasn't until I saw them in black and
I think that's got to be the most painful thing a mother can go through. She's being a rock.
Maybe too much of a rock. She's really keeping this all bottled up.
She's in shock. The whole family's in shock. I mean, a man goes out to buy himself an evening gown. You don't expect anything unusual, do you?
I think you're probably looking for Dr. Rosenzweig. But if you ever want a discount on life insurance, call me.
Oh, boy, do I need a cup of coffee.
What's the matter?
Oh, this whole Lillian thing. The woman would...
Come on, give us a hug.
Oh, Trudy, it's so good to see you again. Honey, I want you to meet my roommates, Rose and Blanche.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, Dorothy's told us so much about you.
All good, I hope.
Well, actually,
Sit.
Thanks to Rose, but I'm glad she wasn't here when I dropped by today.
Why, Milton, what a sweet thing to say. That must be why I date more than she does.
And I meant what I said about that diet of yours. Men of our generation like a little meat on their women. Maybe you don't want to pinch an inch, but I do.
Milton.
See it? Dressing provided an emotional outlet.
I may be old-fashioned, but why didn't he just drink?
Tell me, is Big Sally coming to the funeral?
Sophia, Phil's wife's name is Angela. Why do you call her Big Sally?
Because she hates it. Just as she probably hates the fact that I talked Phil into being buried.
Best friend, Lisa Jane Beadler, fixed me up with the most beautiful boy I'd ever laid my eyes on.
Oh, George.
No, this was Richard J. Wilde. And believe me, his name said it all. We must have pulled over on the side of the road 5 times on our way to that Christmas dance.
It's always best to drive defensively over the holidays.
Eve, what a terrible day we've been having.
What are you telling me for? You think I'm hiding Father Flanagan under here? I got my own problems.
What's wrong, Ma?
Today was the worst day I've ever had at a hospital, not counting the unfortunate mistake Dr. Feldman made during my gallbladder surgery.
Bye-bye, Grandma.
Be good, Michael.
Rose,
Want to share a taxi to the airport?
sounds great.
Make sure that's all you share.
You two have a safe trip.
Bye-bye, Mom.
Girls, how do I look?
Slanderous and downright malicious rumors in my political career. But this rumor is the worst kind of rumor. This is a true rumor. It actually happened, just like you said.
Well, not with me, it didn't.
Mr. Kessler, who was the woman?
Well, I can't.
All right, Dorothy, now try this dressing and tell me what you think. It's called Creamy Zesty Italian, only has 1 calorie.
If you ran it under the faucet, it would have more flavor. Honey, beware of anyone who says no calories, absolutely no charge. Eyes met. Sonny fell into the orchestra pit. Lyle forgot his lines and went into Under the Yum Yum Tree. Except for the reviews, it was a magical night.
So
Sonny Bono and Lyle Wagner. Dorothy, this is an embarrassment of riches.
No, I wanted during World War II. Huh? Fine, play it cagey. When is she coming, Blanche?
Well, she says in 2 weeks. And look, she signs it love, Rebecca. I guess that means she's forgiven me.
Forgiven you for what?
Oh, it's always been too difficult to talk about. It all started when she wanted to leave school to become a fascist.
1,000 words.
No.
All right, I'll get you a picture. Now move. Hey, that sign says no soliciting. Come back here and I'll blow your head off. Capiche?
I'll get it.
Pussycat, I have another hypothetical.
About it.
Her name is Catherine. We met at the post office. We discovered we had a lot in common.
Oh, is she bald too?
For the first few months, I found myself sending her flowers, candy, friendship notes for no special reason.
Oh, that's lovely, Stan. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I read in a book by some Dame
Hanley. He said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually, until 9 months.
I want to give you something personal, something from the heart. The most beautiful thing I own to the most beautiful person I know. Let me see, I guess that would be my emerald earrings. I'm sure as hell not going to give you those. But I do want to give you something.
The chambermaid. He always had the sign on the door, maid service requested. He slept with everyone. Secretaries, school teachers, babysitters, neighbors, friends. One Easter, we gave our little boy some rabbits. They used to look at Al in amazement.
It can be so much fun. I will never forget mine. I was the most successful person there.
What? Blanche, didn't you go to school with that brilliant doctor who won the Nobel Prize?
Oh, yes, but she let her looks go to hell.
You do sound excited, Dorothy.
Well, I am, but mostly it's about seeing Trudy again.
I'll be able to surprise you again.
We figure this is the only way to do it.
Oh, you really did a great job. I don't know what to say.
Say, it's conga time.
Goodbye, Rose. Goodbye, Blanche again. It's my pleasure, ladies. Goodbye.
Laszlo, I'll see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
That sure sounded as if you and Laszlo have something going.
Maybe.
Michael, that's wonderful.
Of course, Michael. It's wonderful. It's just, kind of sudden.
I know it seems sudden. Lorraine is her name. She sings with the band. We've only been going out about 4 months, but I've never been so sure of anything in my life. Mom.
You.
Oh, but Dorothy, you don't get it. My accountant reminded me that I've been audited before, and I've never had to pay a penny in back taxes. I have a way with auditors. The last time I was audited, I got money back from the government.
Blanche, it's not a refund when the auditor leaves 2 20s. In her case, the same thing.
Dorothy, you want to hear my idea? You won't believe it.
Sorry, Blanche, I can't.
What's the matter, Dorothy?
I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I was in front of the class and I couldn't talk. I was too...
Sophia, be fair. At our age, it's not easy to find the perfect man.
Or maybe we have all dated our share of losers, but I personally have had my share of winners, too.
Please, you've written more winners than Willie Shoemaker.
All I meant was there has been a bench.
I think it would be best if she stayed at home. Unless you know something that I don't.
You're disgusting.
Oh, Barry, hi, what are you doing here?
I was just bringing back your earrings.
Oh,
Well, I've got to run.
thank you.
See you Saturday.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Not me. You get too comfortable, you don't wake up.
Good night, Ma.
Good night.
Started learning a few things, I realized that the effort is worth it. Now, I still have a long way to go, but Becky and I are doing okay.
Oh, I feel so silly. I came out here to talk some sense into you, and you didn't even need me.
Oh, yes, I did, Rose. I needed you to see that you were right.
Hell, if we do have to go to a nursing home, let's all go together.
But what happens when there's only one of us left?
Don't worry, I can take care of myself.
Good morning, Dorothy.
Don't start, Rose, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. That good morning crack was way out of line.
Oh, no, it's me. I was up all night.
Day with a big pile of eggs and cinnamon toast. Oh, damn. Almost forgot the old lady's got to eat.
She isn't here.
What?
She isn't here. She left last night. You didn't know?
No, I did not know. What do you mean, left? Where'd she go?
Sissel.
You killed Mrs. Claxton 2 days ago. I mean, she died 2 days ago. Well, Rose knows she didn't do anything. She's just upset. Rose, go to her funeral, have a good cry. You'll feel a lot better.
There isn't going to be a funeral. Mrs. Claxton didn't have any friends or relatives.
I think that just might work. I mean, she thinks of herself as the godfather. I'll just make her an offer that she can't remember.
Sophia, thank you for coming.
Rose, what was your first impression of me?
I thought you wore too much makeup and were a slut. I was wrong. You don't wear too much makeup.
Dorothy, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Ma. Please don't let them take me.
What are you reading, Blanche?
Oh, I'm checking on the weather in the Bahamas. It's going
The Christmas, we were so broke that you actually convinced the kids that Christmas was the 26th, and then you went out and got a Christmas tree from somebody's garbage. You trimmed it with gum wrappers and pull tabs, and then you turned on the television, and they were playing Jim Thorpe, All American, and you told the kids it was King of Kings.
And they...
Anyway, when Charlie told them that we were going to get married, they forbade it. They said they'd disown him if he married a Kurt
Gleckner by him.
Right. And he'd lose his share of the family tile grout fortune. He didn't care. He told them to ask me questions scares me to death.
Oh, honey, relax. Reporters are just people. They put on their pants one leg at a time. Except for that sports writer, Steve Maxwell. He likes to jump into both legs all at once. A little hop step.
Make her feel special.
Oh, and what kind of woman am I?
The kind who should live with her mother.
Oh, come in, Doctor.
Oh, Dorothy.
Hello, Dorothy.
Carol, this isn't a good time.
Well, you know me. When is it a good time? Besides, I'm with him. We were on a date when you beeped him.
I count, but at least I want my turn at bat.
Well, I have to admit, I'm somewhat interested and a little bit curious, and suddenly now quite nervous.
Maybe it's not meant to be with your grandmother wandering around.
She has a bus pass.
I can have Andy drive her. Come here.
Oh, come on, Elise. The whale represents coming to terms with the self-hatred that's in all of us. What do you think?
I was just having a conversation with two people over there, speculating on if you could have any two people in the world, living or dead, to your house for dinner.
Tempted me, but I do have other plans.
If you have a date.
Never say that while I'm eating.
I'm teaching history for an adult education program. It's for people who never got their high school diplomas.
What else do they teach?
The usual high school subjects.
You mean like the
I'll just leave the kids with Stan's mother.
Over my dead body. That gorilla scares the children. Your Michael didn't sleep for a week after he saw her the last time.
Ma, that is enough. One way or another, I'm going to earn that money for the television set.
Sophia, would you just tell us so your husband can enjoy his meal in peace?
Tell me what?
Max, will you go down the hallway and just look at the role of Blanche? I said, well, surely if I have to. So I came back very quickly, and he said, let me hear you read it, and I did. And then he said, thank you very much, and that was that. Then I was called in again, and this time Betty White was there. And she didn't have...
Oh, my goodness, no. Oh, audit people. It doesn't mean there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Oh, that's too bad. Pass the meatballs.
Dorothy, I take total blame for this. I know it's a bummer, but no matter what comes down, we're in this together, babe. Of course, I won't know until we actually reconstruct our finances, but the way I figure it, we'd probably have to pay a small fee.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Unless we get...
Chick was our town beautician and one of God's most unattractive creations since the aardvark. Anyway, over the years, Olga had been secretly squirreling away money for plastic surgery. Well, one day she left without telling anyone, had the surgery, and didn't return for months. Well, I was so stunned, I just started wandering aimlessly through this train station when I heard a familiar voice calling, Woes! Woes, is that really you? It was my Uncle Johansson. He died when I was 9 years old.
Thanks.
Have you ever looked at fire? I mean, really looked at it? It's beautiful. And it's also amazing.
Him waffles, he loves waffles.
Oh, good.
Well, I'll tell him at dinner. Dinner's better. He won't be rushing. I'll make something great. I'll tell him in bed. Yeah, bed's better.
It always works.
When he's asleep, I'll tell him when he's sleeping.
Renee, come on.
I'll sound like a wimp. I can't possibly tell him.
Listen.
I'm so sorry.
It's Coca-Cola, no? No need to apologize. In Moscow, I stand in line 6 hours.
Me and Fabrizio Rubino. We were on the verge of a passionate love affair when destiny intervened.
Don't tell me. His wife, Destiny Rubino?
Right. Boy, did she have a temper. She dragged him away by the hair on his back, smashed his skull with a ravioli.
Would they want your clothes?
Who knows? Short girl robber, travels a lot, likes strip drive. It's okay, I'm thrilled. I hated my clothes. I need new clothes.
They didn't take them, Ma. You hid them. Now, where are your clothes?
Maybe I...
And with Dorothy, there was so much more. I'm sorry, Chrissy. There's nothing left for us. The fact is, there wasn't that much there to begin with. She never could hold her liquor.
No, I mean right here.
Oh, my God. My backside is spread all across the front page. How could they do that?
They probably used a wide-angle lens.
If I'd known I was being photographed, I would put this man's picture on a can of stew.
Blanche, I want to thank you for showing me the light. How can I ever repay you?
Hawaii, Big Island.
Mother, you are just going to have to live with your prejudices. I don't care what your objections are. I've made up my mind, and I'm going to be with the woman I love.
Oh, Jerry.
I'm going back to Christina.
Ooh.
No wonder I'm up in the middle of the night working my way through the cheese keeper. Thank God I don't have the thighs of a normal woman. I tried to talk her out of it. She says she has thought it through and there is no change in her mind.
Well, it might not be so.
It's such a nice young man.
Oh, he really is. But I'm worried about him. He's always been a little flighty.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Grandma Hollingsworth always said I was a little flighty. Or was it a little floozy?
Morning, everyone.
Oh, hi, Rose. You want some breakfast?
Oh, no.
You two hardly sound like old friends.
Blanche is right. We should be more positive. Dorothy, you look wonderful.
The left one turned out nice.
Dorothy!
Oh, come on, Rose. I'm just kidding. They're both practically the same size. How about giving me a hand in the kitchen?
You hate me?
Oh, yeah. Now, here's Buster back.
Well, you told me you were an animal lover, and I thought maybe I could replace your loss.
Well, I didn't need a replacement. You see, I had my parakeet. Or I used to have him until you sent that cat from hell into our lives.
You don't mean...
Yeah, I don't...
Morning, Blanche. Morning, Ma. You sleep well?
No, I have that recurring nightmare. You know, the one where I'm in bed with Warren Beatty, and he says, sorry, this is too sick even for me.
Do we have the ingredients for Kerflugenblögen?
Come on, Rose. Get...
The life of my roommates. What do you say?
Oh, sure, honey. That sounds like fun.
Oh, thank you, Blanche. You're a real friend. You and Sophia. I'll just shoot around, Dorothy.
Oh, all right, Rose, I'll do it. But just don't shoot from too low. Now, Stan used to do that in our home movies, and I always looked like someone from another planet. Oh! God, he's good.
Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Patrick?
Blanche, have you seen Patrick?
No. Who's the flower for?
Oh, it's for Patrick. I thought I'd give him a rose for good luck.
Contract instead of an ID bracelet. Of course I mean Rocco.
I think he's kind of cute.
He is not cute. He is a bad influence. Ever since Ma started seeing him, she's on the phone all day. She stays up all night. Yesterday, she came home with NyQuil on her breath and his surgical stockings in her pocket.
Mama, Aunt Trudy, Aunt Libby, this is Blanche Devereaux. Hello. This is Rose Nyland. Hello. And this is Michael's mother, Dorothy. And this is Michael.
This is Michael.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Mama, we talked about...
Yes, for a walk. That was 6 hours ago.
Have you called the police?
Oh, sure. I'll tell them to be on the lookout for a bunch of old people in Miami. There's a lead.
Hi, pussycat. What are you doing here?
Ma, where were you?
You said you were just taking them out for a walk.
I know, but we got halfway down the block and Lucy would work while we talk.
Okay.
Immigration, Peppy, immigration. Nobody has to worry about anything. This is the chance of a lifetime. Even if Peppy loses next week's fight, he still gets $10,000.
How is that possible?
It's a guaranteed purse, and for our lousy $3...
Sir, if that is the kind of respect you have for genuine Elvis memorabilia, then I kindly suggest you hand these over and remove yourself from my property.
Blanche! Blanche, I can't believe that you did that. I mean, they're just a silly salt and pepper shaker.
The king is gone, Dorothy.
Dale, at least you remember what's important. You remember the kiss. Our first kiss. Well, this doesn't make any sense. Rose, maybe you don't remember because you've suffered some brain damage.
Your friend. Girls, please. Will one of you just say something so I can become hysterical, eat a box of Malamars, and get it over with?
Okay, Jason called. You got a part in Macbeth, but I'm afraid it isn't the part you were hoping for.
What part did I get?
This just went up. I'll get back to you within 48 hours.
What's going on? Where did she take Fernando?
She took him home, Rose.
Rose see, honey, Fernando doesn't exactly belong to you anymore. Well, I kind of gave him to Daisy by mistake.
Sophia, we've come this far. Just think about the money. Think about it so hard that you block out everything else, especially him.
Hi, I'm Timmy. What's your name?
None of your business. Leave her alone.
Ma, the nurse wants... They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Ma, listen to me. You got Martha, Ray, and Madge mixed up again. Morning, honey. I'm sorry. I know you meant well.
I'm not crying on account of that. I'm crying because we're all gonna die, and I still have so many things to tell you.
Like what?
Like, once I read your diary.
You what?
Well, it was an accident. You left. That's great. I'm really proud of you. You'd think you'd miss that feeling you get with that first puff. That feeling of relaxation when you hold it in, and then the sheer exhilaration as you exhale slowly.
No, not really. I found other ways to ease my tension.
Dorothy. I don't know if you'll recognize him without his leather apron, but this is Errol.
But it hasn't. I was hoping that it might help me get over my problem.
What problem?
Well, it's not easy for a man to say, Rose. I'm impotent.
I
Pretty tough words for somebody buying eclairs.
Miles, it isn't what it looks like. I mean, this has nothing to do with romance.
What do you mean it's not romantic? Oh, Rose, how could you do this?
Oh, Miles. Oh, I'm sorry.
Without a tip, you're just another old lady wearing men's socks and a bad attitude.
They love me.
They hate you.
The last time they gave me a balloon.
You ripped that out of a kid's hand.
You're just upset because I won't take the first thing they bring out.
You don't take anything they bring out.
Fancy wedding. Although we are registered at Neiman Marcus.
Well, you have pulled some stunts in your day, Clayton Hollingsworth, but this takes the cake. I cannot believe what I just heard. I refuse to have any part of this.
Oh, Blanche.
Oh.
Blanche!
What is the point of that ridiculous story, Rose?
The point is, Gustav didn't die from his mysterious disease at all. He lived and recovered. Trouble was, he recovered while he was buried, so by the time they got to him, he died of suffocation.
Now. Dorothy. Dorothy, look at you. You're as beautiful now as you were then. How have you been?
I love you!
Be able to help Peppy, too.
Yeah, you can be a constant reminder of what might happen if you spar without headgear.
I mean, I might be able to help him with this. Hey, my name is Anna. My husband's name is Ed. We come from Anna and we sell antlers.
This is ridiculous. The important thing is that we get our money. Fall back, but your chest does too. Unfortunately, it falls back and off to the side.
Well, it's too late to do anything until morning. We might as well get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I'm wound up tighter than the girdle on the back. Hi, Dorothy. Why's your lipstick all smeared?
I just kissed our driveway.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hi,
Rose.
Oh, hi, Rose. Would you consider teaching me how to drive?
Oh, sure, Sophia. How about this? I teach you how to drive and you teach me how to be a great
stuff I said about preparing for a burial, forget it.
Oh, Ma, you finally came to your senses.
Yes.
Your mouth is watering now, Blanche. Keep living.
Herb, I'm aware of how important it is to make a good impression in court. Tell me, what do you think would move the jury more? Oh, just let me freshen my makeup. Girls, why don't you come with me and I'll show you how I transform myself into a fresh-faced, innocent young thing.
Could you skip the innocent part, Blanche? The show starts in 2 hours.
Tom Gallagher. Blanche, you're too good for him.
Dorothy, I will never understand what it is you have against Tom Gallagher.
He is a shallow, insensitive snob who stands you up constantly.
Dorothy, there happens to be another side to Tom Gallagher that most people don't see.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm one of those people.
To let it go.
All right, Ma, I'll do it.
You've made me a happy woman. Now, if you want to go the extra mile, I hear one of the judges has a fetish. Dorothy's going to be in the mother-daughter beauty pageant. Sonny, sweetheart, my little cannoli.
Sophia, honey, my Mama Celeste.
Of course, you remember me, Lyle Wagoner?
No, I don't think I do.
Sophia, you must remember Lyle.
Sonny, Lyle, what are you doing here?
Inhaling this vapor rub. Dorothy, I have been waiting for Larry to ask me out ever since our eyes first met at Dell's Route 1 Chevron. And I climbed up on the hood of his LeBaron and wrote my phone number on his windshield with the heel.
I can. It was hell. And the entertainment? Some guy from Palermo forgot his accordion, so he sat around singing O Sole Mio while squeezing a monkey.
Sophia.
Sophia what? It was the worst time of my life. If it weren't for Pin the Tail on the French, we would have gone stir crazy. Still gives me a headache.
The important thing is that we didn't do anything to feel guilty about.
That's right. Ma saved a human life. Even if it did put us in debt, and even if he was the most miserable, contemptible slug on the face of this earth.
Well, look who's here, the runner-up.
I'm going back outside, Dorothy.
Fine, Rose.
Is Rose Nyland in?
Yes, please come in. Please come in. You must be the man that Rose spoke to, Major Barker.
That's correct.
Guess when I was little, I didn't have to do anything. And I raised my daughter the same way. So that's why David is the way he is now. So it's all my fault.
Oh, now, Blanche, you can't blame yourself for David.
You're right. It's my mother's fault. I am going to give this list to David and see that he starts right away. Harlot, magic carpet ride.
The human luge.
But she was never cuter than when she simply called you shore leave.
Oh, God, I miss that moment.
Which room's available?
Number 506. The room is 50 and the young lady's 100. And make it quick. I'm not running a hotel here.
$20. You have Christmas dinner on me. Go on, go on.
I'll see you right after the first of the year, Mr. Thompson. And Happy New Year. All right, girls, I'm all ready to go.
Thanks for the money, lady.
Blanche, did you give Mr. Meyer money?
Yes, he's a starving artist.
This man is the owner of the...
It's 4.5 years, so that makes it closer to 35%. You know what? The last thing my mother said to me was that she wanted me to keep my feet on the floor.
My mother wanted me to be a priest.
I guess it's a bad day for mothers.
Defective way to whine. All I need is a few bucks. Just a little seed money.
Here, Stan, take it.
Atta girl. To show you how much I love you, I'm not even going to count it.
I hate you, Stanley. You are the lowest.
I'm sorry, Dorothy, if I am no longer the man you divorced.
So am I.
What shocking news?
Blanche is pregnant.
Holy cow.
Blanche, are you sure?
I just did a home pregnancy test. It's right here.
It looks like a perfume sample.
Put it behind your ears, Rose.
Well, I like to entertain a lot, but the cardboard box I was living in was only suitable for small dinner parties.
Breakfast is cereal and coffee. And they ask you to pay a quarter, but if you say you don't have it, no one makes a fuss. Just make sure you get there early. A lot of times they run out.
So what? You did the same thing at McSorley's Bar Super Bowl weekend.
How do I look? Ooh.
Oh, terrific.
I'll say. To the untrained eye, that polyester could almost pass for silk.
It is silk.
Oh, sure, Rose, and sure.
Activities director?
Oh, of course I remember. Nice meeting you. I'm sure you'll get along well with our little gang.
Hi, everybody. I'm your new activities director.
What's your name, honey?
Sophia.
Sophia, move it. You're blocking the TV.
I've never really given Salvador a chance.
You know, I don't understand what you see in this man.
It's not something I can explain. Everything you say about him is true. Lord knows he's not terribly bright. He's not terribly good looking and not much of a provider. But I love him anyway. I don't know why. It's the little...
A tent or a Best Western.
A Best Western?
Oh, the Vikings have always been a very progressive people. Anyway, that's when it's time for the husband to symbolically offer himself to his new bride on the plate.
I feel like such a fool.
Oh, me too.
My God! What are you kids doing down there?
When I come to the next morning, just stinking to high heaven, I look down and I've got this scorpion tattooed on my belly. But it's nice work. You want to see it?
No! Dorothy, where did you find him? He's disgusting.
Well, but at least I have a man.
Have one. Sounds like you swallowed one.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention?
That's a man and you're a man. You're both men. Clayton, you're that thing that everyone said Olga Larson's nephew was because he wore paisley clogs and gave out puff pastry.